So I'm a 29-year-old male. My fiance of 4 years is now saying that I abused her, and she's claiming this, telling everybody. Guys, this is a 3-part series. Let's get right to it. I honestly don't know what happened. A couple days ago, my girlfriend, who I lived with, left our apartment while I was at work. Claimed to her family and mutual friends that I've been physically abusing her, and blocked me on everything. I have no idea what's going on. There weren't any major problems in our relationship that I could see. And we just had consensual sex last night. The very last time I spoke to her before all this happened, she was perfectly fine. Kissed me goodbye before I went to work and everything was normal. Then I get a call from my dad towards the end of the day, asking me calmly if I've been hitting my girlfriend. I didn't know what he was talking about, and then she told me. I rushed home, and she had gotten all of her stuff and is staying either with her family or a friend of hers. My Facebook account is blowing up, and I have no idea what to do. None of what's being said is true. I don't know if someone's just playing a cruel joke on me. A few people even mentioned that the police were called, but I haven't heard anything as of yet. The last major argument we had was probably in February, around Valentine's Day. We were going through some financial trouble and the stress got to us, and we were both getting upset with each other over petty household things. She was my best friend, the person I could rely on to be there for me, and the person I would be there for always, no matter what. We were definitely planning on getting married. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Her family had basically accepted me into the family. I was close with both her mom and her dad. I only called them both once each, neither of them answered my calls. I called my, ex? Just twice, no answer. She blocked me on every social media platform of hers that I know of. I asked a couple of friends, but they're being distant with me. Just one-word answers or ghosting. What the duck is happening here? We'd always been upfront and honest with each other, and our communication was stellar. Hey guys, Mr. Reddito here. So, if you think this story's crazy, you haven't seen anything yet. There's 2 complete updates with this. We're about to look at part 2 right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss these types of stories and the updates that come with them. Hit that like button, here comes part 2. Okay, so this is going to be a weird-ass update. I'm sorry if you guys thought this was going to be anything interesting. A friend came forward and told me about, apparently, my dumbass fiancé decided to play a prank on me. She had the bright idea of leaving the house for a couple days to set up a surprise birthday party for me set for this weekend. I don't know what the hell she was thinking, nor do I even really know the full story. She's not really the prank-playing type, and I guess thought this would be hilarious or something. It looks like a majority of those, quote, friends who were acting distant were in on it. After I started being upfront and honest with showing people my text with her, as the sub suggested, one of them told her that this wasn't cool, and that if she did not come clean, then he would. Well, she didn't come clean, and he came forward. I guess that's why nobody was answering their text. Anyways, I texted her and told her that I knew and asked her what the duck was she thinking. She started blowing up my phone apologizing. She said her prank just went too far and spiraled out of control when it reached social media, and that she did not know how to come clean when she realized it crossed the line. She also said that she did not mean to let it come out that I was abusing her, and that she was just wanting to make it seem like she left me, and that abuse stuff was a rumor started by some other people who weren't even in on her joke. I just did not really respond to her. I left and went to my parents' house before she got back home. My family now thinks she's a freaking moron. So her relationship with them is ruined right before our marriage, so that's great. Our mutual friends are now split in half, with half of them thinking she's an idiot, and the other half feeling God knows what about the situation. I'm frankly embarrassed and feel stupid for wasting everyone's time and dragging them into my relationship with my fiancé. I don't really know where to go from here. I don't know if I should call off the wedding or postpone it and try to work out, see what the hell is going on in her mind. I'm sorry this isn't ending to the story you were all hoping for. I'm having some drinks and will be here all night feeling sorry for myself and answering comments, so make sure you drop your comments down below. Okay guys, Mr. Reddito again. One more final update, and I cannot believe she was just playing a joke this whole time. Guys, drop your opinions on it before and after the update. Stay tuned, here we go. I spoke to her in person after I posted my update. From her perspective, her original idea was to make it look like she got mad or something, grabbed a few things and left for her friend's house, where she was going to have the party thrown. Her friend has a really nice house that's perfect for a 30-person get-together. She was with her two friends and made an off-the-cuff remark when her friend said, quote, "What are you going to say when he asks why?" And she said, "I don't know, I'll probably tell him that I feel like he got too serious when we had sex." Or something like that. Then her other friend, who was with her immediately, took it to social media without the other two girls knowing. And then, when they checked their phones later that day, it was already a dumpster fire. I said, great, all that's understandable, just one question. Why did you then block me and refuse to answer my calls? Because that seemed pretty freaking intentional to me. She said because she did not want to throw her idiot friend under the bus and thought it would all go away if she just threw the party. And she's realized how far it all went so quickly. Well, I did end up thanking her for telling me, and then I called off the wedding early. She cried. I cried. It was a freaking mess. She asked where we go from here, and I told her I don't know. I don't even know if this relationship's over yet, but I now know this engagement's over. And that if I decide to give it another chance, at the bare minimum, we need to build my trust for her from the ground up. If not the entire relationship, and now I have to decide if I want that. Do I want to spend another 4 years being undecided? If I'm being honest with myself, I imagine it taking another couple of years before I can trust her again. Do I want to get married and start thinking about having children at 35, 36, heck, close to 40? I told her I have a lot to think about. I spoke to her dad last night, and we shared a case of beers and had a conversation that lasted about 5 hours. My ex hasn't spoken to anyone and has basically been locked up in her old bedroom for now. She's been crying a lot, and I do believe that she's genuinely remorseful about all this, which complicates stuff. Her dad caught wind of the situation on Facebook, but learned what was really going on maybe like an hour later. He's gotten my call, but had not returned them because he called his daughter first. She told him, and he just did not know what to say to her. He told me that she's not truly stupid, but that she has a history of sometimes not thinking about things before she does them, and the impact her offhand remarks can have. He said this is worse if it's ever snowballed, but she's had situations in the past where she says something stupid or insulting, and does not realize the impact of what she said until hours later, when the other person blows it up. So that's it. I still have a lot to think about, and I know a lot of you guys are telling me that I have no balls for not literally tossing her out in traffic and laughing about it or something weird like that. But you have to understand, I still love her, and I've loved her for a few years now. Right now, I'm leaning towards moving on, but you're going to have to empathize with me here. As for my reputation, nobody thinks I'm an abuser. It's firmly out there now in the ether. Her reputation took a much more significant nosedive, a noticeably lasting hit. I haven't lost any friends except for the idiot social media girl whose reputation also took a severe hit. Nobody called the cops and all the other posts about it have been deleted. Everything's good. There's no real need for me to get a lawyer and sue anybody. My family agrees with a lot of you. They're 2 seconds away from slapping me upside my head for not immediately kicking her to the curb. Just give me some time. I'm not going to make another update post because I've already wasted too much of your time with this bullshit. But maybe I'll just update this post in a few days after I've decided what to do. I just want to state before I read some comments in the original thread, I'm a jokester. I love pulling pranks. This was not a prank. This put both of their livelihoods at risk, and it basically ended their relationship. I don't know. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a prank. I don't understand how she thought it was a prank. But anyways, abuse is never fun to joke about. That's not a cool thing. But let's go ahead and read a couple comments. So, she was more worried about the reputation of her friend than of the reputation of the man she wanted to marry and spend the rest of her life with. I'm sorry, but if that alone doesn't speak volumes about this girl, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I wish you good luck in the future, but if it was me, I would move on. This is not what I would want from a life partner. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that comment sums up this story 100%, but let me know in the comment section. Would you give her another chance? Yes or no? Think about that question, answer down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful night, and remember, it's cool to be kind.